Yo, what is up guys, ShinobiEevee here back again with another video for you guys, and today we got ourselves, I cannot talk, holy crap, we got ourselves another video today, and so we're going to be doing, I cannot talk, holy, well, today we're going to be doing a reaction on another shoot, well, I would say another, this is my first time reacting to Shoe on Head, but I've actually seen a couple of her videos, so make sure to like and subscribe to her channel, you know, first and foremost, because she talks about some interesting topics, and her content is pretty funny, so there you have that, but we're going to be we're taking a look, I cannot talk, at responding to backlash over male loneliness epidemic video. Now, normally, obviously, I do anime content and whatnot. Yeah, but considering it is June, and obviously it's Men's Mental Health Month, you know, I feel like this is a video that'd be really good to react to, especially considering the last video she made was pretty good when it came to talking about this, but as you already know, in today's day and age, unfortunately, especially if you're a woman talking on this topic, when it comes to men in general, it's just like, you already know the hate that you're gonna get is going to be insane. Like, and that's probably what we're gonna see in this video. But either way, it's gonna be a good laugh, probably a little bit probably depressing. Who knows? I don't know. Like, we're about to get into the meat and potatoes of this, and it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting as hell, but I don't know if I should even ask to like or subscribe, because I feel like with this video specifically, considering what we're talking about here, like when it comes to men's mental health and like suicide and all that, we already know that that's really bad at the moment as far as suicide numbers and whatnot. It's like, it's crazy out there right now, especially for dudes. Women have it rough too, but as far as like suicide goes, so it's like, pretty sure it's like 80 or I don't know if it's gone up, or it's like 80 or 90% in today's day and age versus like 10% on the women's side. I don't know. Like, I don't know if it went up, but last I heard it went up, and it's getting pretty rough out there. So I'm pretty curious to see the outrage when it comes to talking about this, especially since when it comes to loneliness, it's one of the main reasons, unfortunately, that a lot of dudes, unfortunately, you know, take their own lives and whatnot. But we'll have to see.
If you guys are unaware, my last video was the one I've been working on for a while, called the Male Loneliness Epidemic. If you haven't watched that video, please go watch it first before you watch this one, so this all makes a lot more sense, and then come back to this one.
Also, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel if you're interested in content like this, because I usually listen to kind of content like this as a podcast or Asmon Gold or whatnot, just because it's nice to listen to. I like to listen to a lot of very, you know, topics when I'm not watching anime, so
in the description.
Pretty interesting to see how this goes.
Support for this video, there was also a lot of hate.
Granted.
A lot
of
hate. In fact, the most hate that I've probably ever received on a video ever. And if you're familiar with the content I make on this channel, that should be shocking. From angry femcells calling me ugly to angry incels saying I'm a grifter who only wants to make money.
See, my whole thing on this, and I don't talk about this a lot, but when it comes to this whole situation with talking about men in today's society, it is like the most crazy shit in the world right now. Like, if you're a girl and you talk about men's issues, it's like you're betraying women and you're a pick me and yada yada yada. But if you're a dude talking about men's issues, then you're a misogynist, which makes no sense, or you're an incel, or it's like you hate women, or like it makes no sense. It makes no sense, and it's even more rough for women who talk on these issues, because it's like, we've been talked down to so much as dudes that you got some dudes out there who have taken it to the extreme, and it's like, they don't trust any woman on this earth. It's like either the woman's trying to trick them, or it's like, it's just straight chaos out here. But I digress.
Something ridiculous. So before we get into those extremely untrue criticisms, let's get into today's sponsor.
This about to be good. Like, you already know the takes that we're about to witness on Twitter are about to be the most hilarious shit on this earth, so we might as well get straight into it.
Today's sponsor is Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallets are high-quality, minimalist wallets that can hold up to 12 cards.
I actually have one of these wallets.
You don't have.
Or I
They're made
used to
with
have one of them.
RFID blocking technology,
buy them too,
which protects you from digital pickpockets, ensuring that you have the perfect
really
blend of style
price.
and security. Their products come in over 30 different colors and styles.
Though, at least where I'm at right now, as far as these wallets are concerned, I know this has nothing to do with the video because it's an ad, but it's like, you can get them for pretty cheap depending on where you're at. Like, I'm in a whole different country. They have them for a lot cheaper than them for you. I think they got them for like 60 down here.
including carbon fiber, gunmetal, and matte olive. I'm still on my Barbie arc, so my personal favorite is the flamingo pink. They also offer matching key cases that are sleek, durable, and keep your keys from jingling. So you can instead get your jingling key entertainment from Shoe on Head videos, of course. Ridge has over
I got a wallet for that.
50,000
I got wallet with
reviews,
keys.
and they're so
Don't ask why.
that you'll love their product
Don't
that you can try
ask
them out
why.
for 99 days, and if you don't like them, you can return them for a complete refund. They're also currently running a giveaway. You can enter to win a new Ford Bronco
Now,
or
if that was
$75,000.
If that was an RX-7 FD from 1998 and it was stock, then we'd be in on that. But
Wait,
Jeep,
what?
I'm good.
I'm gonna enter this. So head over to
I'm good,
ridge.com/shoe
bro.
or click the link down below and enter code SHOE at checkout to get 10% off your purchase, as well as 10 bonus entries to the giveaway. Big thanks to Ridge for
I mean, a
sponsoring
free card,
this video,
this
and
economy.
thank you, the viewer, for not
A
skipping.
free card in this economy, I'm not gonna lie, it's a free card. It's a free card, but it's not an RX-7, so yeah.
Skipping the ad. You didn't skip the ad, right? I can always really count on you for not skipping the ad, right? Now let's get back to the video. Men are lacking purpose, and a man will crawl through broken glass for a purpose.
And there's a lot of truth to what she's saying there and in the whole video, which is worth watching. That video has 1.5 million views in just the last week.
Thanks, Matt Walsh. You're my greatest ally. My male loneliness
Was that
video
actually
was
Matt
the
Walsh?
fastest growing video on my channel to date. And there is a reason for that. It resonated with a lot of people. I got hundreds and hundreds of comments every single day by men venting in my comments.
You know why this is? Actually, she's probably gonna explain it, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's because we live in a society these days, let's keep it a stack, that, let's be real, it's okay to hate on men. Like, you could be anybody in society, and you hate on men, it's basically popularized, it's normalized. And anytime a man tries to bring up an issue that they have, it's just like demonized completely. So when you have a space where you're not, or as a dude, you're not just seeing yourself being hated on, you're gonna respond positively to that. Which, once again, I bet she's probably about to say that, but because at this point, let's be real, it's pretty obvious, but it's rough right now to find any positive spaces unless it's with a bunch of other dudes who have their, a good head on their shoulder or whatnot, because it's like anytime there's a male space out there, it just gets invaded and destroyed, because any male space in today's day and age, unfortunately, it's just seen as negative and patriarchy and all that other buzzwords and whatnot that's like to be used. But I digress.
Section.
She's probably about to
like
say it.
For once, they were being heard, and
Yep,
that they were
there
in
you
a
have it.
place where they could talk. It was simultaneously the most heartwarming and heartbreaking thing I've ever seen. And this discussion blew up so much that it eventually reached TikTok. So
Yeah, no, you already know how good. This is it right here. This is where it's all about to go to shit. The TikTok and Twitter feeds is about, like, TikTok is like, if you go on there, even if bro, TikTok, I have straight anime shit on mine. Like, I'm talking, like, I am out there, and how I even post anime content every once in a while on there. Like, bro, my For You page would be filled with straight anime, and then out of nowhere, I'll get one of these videos that we're probably about to see here, where you'll have one of these women just straight up hating on dudes. Like, the misandry on TikTok is rampant. Like, Twitter and TikTok are, like, rampant when it comes to just man hating. It is insane. It's the funniest shit, too. It's funny as hell. But at the same time, it's like, why? Don't you got anything better to do? Like, this like recycled content at this point.
Apparently, there's a male loneliness epidemic right now.
Like, it's literally just this. Like, this shit is crazy.
Men get recognized for the useless things that they are in society. And what do men do?
Bro, she probably don't know a man built the phone. She's recording that shit on, or the house that she built. Like, the shit is so corny. It makes no sense. It doesn't, like, a man is literally the reason why you're able to post this content. It doesn't make any sense, brothers. It don't. The math will never math around here.
Oh my god, I'm lonely.
Is there a male loneliness epidemic right now, or are more and more women just progressively realizing that there's a lot better things to do in life than be stuck with a toxic, insecure man?
I don't think we're in the middle of a male loneliness epidemic.
Like, this is
We're in the middle of
TikTok in a
mass
nutshell.
Female awakening.
You're just reaping the consequences of your terrible upbringing, your own actions.
Some men are lonely because y'all are fucking creeps.
Y'all deserve to be lonely every single
One of them. This is their fault. Fuck 'em.
Men's loneliness epidemic that's going on.
Like this
that
is
sounds
literally
it
like
really
I'm not
sucks.
even
Just
lying to
wondering
you,
if
bro.
they've
This shit is
considered,
wild.
smiling more.
Wow, that's a really funny joke. I've never heard that before.
Have the men just tried smiling a little bit more?
You know, I'd recommend smiling more.
Have they tried smiling more?
Have you thought about smiling more?
Maybe they should smile more.
I need an answer for this. Like, why is this always the response? It's either you just straight up hate dudes or you just tell them to smile more. Like, that's going to help anything here. Like, that's not helping anything. Like, I don't know. At this point, like, once again, this is TikTok in a nutshell. If you ain't got anime, sports, or anything else on there, this is what you're going to get. Like, this is about probably, I would say, a good 10 to 20%, maybe even more. Considering that I only watch anime and shit on TikTok, and yet somehow this pops up on my feed. This is probably a good 40% of the content on there.
Maybe they should try to smile more.
Have they tried smiling more?
That's awful.
Have they tried smiling?
Is this why people think women aren't funny? Bleak. Now, TikTok isn't the only place where this insanity happens.
Twitter,
The
bro.
thumbnail of my
Twitter is where
video
this
went
gets good.
Viral
Twitter is
on
where this is about to
Twitter,
get
which led
good.
to some of the most funniest and unhinged reactions. So we are going to go
Like,
through some.
Twitter is a cesspool of just memes, anime debates, and just unhinged people, and it is the funniest crap on the earth, bro. Like, I can't wait to see this.
Of these and talk about them, as well as some of the angry comments I got from the manosphere. Let's jump into it. Male loneliness is not real and not valid. Men are lonely because they are terrible.
Like, 1 to 10, like, somebody in the comment section, like, rate these takes, because we gotta find the funniest takes to, like, the not funniest takes, because all these takes are about to be trash anyway, but either way, this shit about to be funny.
People. Why the should anyone have empathy for men? Men were born bad.
Like, we need some better content, y'all. Like, y'all were just like, we're already starting off the Twitter takes with the most recycled comments I've seen of all time. Like, we need to get some better comments out here.
Men are subhuman, and their loneliness can't be cured because they can't relate to actual human beings. Most men are born useless, and are meant to die alone. Nah, male suicide rate needs to be higher, actually. These men
Okay, first of all, what in the unhinged is this shit? We need to rewind. Like, what in the fuckery is this? Like, who hurt you for this shit? Like, bro, I'm being dead ass. Like, somebody's gotta have done something for this shit. Either that or you just gotta be on Twitter. I mean,
to be
one or
higher,
the other.
actually. These men are 100% the most misogynistic demons on the planet and deserve every bit of loneliness.
Like, my whole thing is these women, do they even think about the dudes, if they even had a father in their lives, that, like, do they realize in order for them to have been born, there had to have been a dude and a girl there for them to be, like, do these people even think this shit through at all? Like it doesn't make any sense, but this is Twitter, so nothing's gonna make sense anyway.
They feel, lol. You don't understand the pleasure it gives me to see these men crying and depressed. Imagine losing in the world that is literally built for you.
Okay, let's first of all fix that comment. Built for the top 1%. You can blame Ronald Reagan for that, because let's be real. While we're all here squabbling, talking about hating each other, the top 1% are looking down at us and looking at our ass and just laughing while they get more money, and we're out here starving to get a fucking chicken because they rose that shit from $1 to $3. So society isn't built for the common dude or the average guy. We're out here working 3 fucking jobs, or we're in the military out here fighting wars and shit to try and feed our families. The top 1% are the ones who are benefiting, not anybody else. We're all taking the scraps. So let's just get that out of the way. Like, I hate this whole rhetoric that, oh, because men built the world, then automatically you just have an advantage. No, if you're top 0.01%, then that didn't make any sense. 0.01%, then you get an advantage. But if you're just the average dude, you're fucked.
This is an insane question to ask, considering how society continues to fail women and girls at every turn. Crazy how men's well-being is considered a communal responsibility, but women's well-being isn't even considered.
Which is cap, because the amount of pandering that society does to women in today's day and age is crazy. Straight up cap. As a matter of fact, we could just take, as far as sexual harassment goes, we could just take that and just prove the point wrong right there. women's sexual harassment is treated seriously. Like, if you're a dude, if you even get called out for it, even if you didn't do it, you'll have the cops at your house in 5 seconds. You'll get arrested, no questions asked, no evidence, no nothing. Hell, there was a dude recently. It was on the news. 31 years old, was nowhere near a woman. Or I think he might have been somewhere nearby. I guess he was just going grocery shopping or something. And she literally called the cops on him because she thought he was creepy. And made up a whole story talking about he tried to, grab me and throw me in the back of his truck. So he got arrested for 31 days. Just to find out that she was capping the whole time after they checked the cameras. Like, and then you take that, and then you compare it to a dude situation. Like, you take a young guy getting essayed by a older female teacher, which for some reason happens a lot, especially now, and people just laugh at that shit. Like, dead ass. It's crazy. Like, the amount of cappery that I'm seeing right now is crazy. And this guy's a guts profile, looks like. Come on now, bro.
Considered. Oh, how delightful. A tweet from Earth 2. I'm so tired of the idea that we must have infinite empathy for men's loneliness while women are sexualized from fucking birth. We are assaulted, harassed, raped, and killed for something we didn't choose to be. But boo-hoo, the poor men and their inability to make friends. You know, we can talk about multiple things at the same time.
Nah, bro. It's either you're against us or with us. That's the mindset that Twitter has. It's either you're with us or you're against us. Either you only talk about women's issues or you're against us. That is the Twitter mind hive set.
Right. Also, it's deranged to say that society doesn't care about women's sexual assault. We have domestic violence shelters that we can go to. Men don't. Men being assaulted by women, men being raped is all played off as a joke. When a little boy is molested by an older woman, it's seen as cool and hot. Society is fucked up all around.
Yeah, no, it's straight trash regardless.
It is not a zero-sum game. My video can exist alongside your advocacy.
Nah, bro, it's either you're with us or against us. That is literally Twitter and just modern feminism in a nutshell. Either you're with us or you're against us. Either you hate men or you are against us. That is their mindset, and it is wild. And actually, scratch that. It's either you're with us and you like feminism and the LGBTQ, or you're against us. I forgot. They don't include trans men in that shit. They only like real men. I don't know. The shit is confusing.
For women's rights. As long as you're not saying dumb fucking shit, I will stay out of your way. I don't give a fuck about male loneliness. Like, bro, if you can't meet a girl, just dial up the queer homie and hook up like a normal person. God. If men are lonely on an epidemic scale, why don't they just cuddle and make out?
Okay, so here's another thing. Why is this the only option they can come up with to solve the problem? Like, why is it in their heads the only reason why we're lonely is because we can't hook up with some random person? Like, bruh. Like, once again, this is Twitter, but hey.
With each other. Why don't they just befriend and date each other? Problem solved. I love this advice. Just be gay. Simply become gay. Are you a lonely man? Are you a fucking loser? Consider sucking dick. Tell me why I, as a queer woman, should take time out of my day to care about men and their issues. Quickly. I'm not disabled. Why should I care about disabled people?
I'm about to say that point could have been easily been claimed right
If
there,
I only
but all
cared
right.
about causes that only affected me, I wouldn't even have a YouTube channel. I mean,
Bro, if that was the way the world worked, shit wouldn't get done. I mean, shit's not getting done right now anyways, but damn.
yes, you don't have to care. You don't have to care about everything. But it doesn't affect me, so why should I care is just a terrible reason not to care. There's no such thing as misandry, just women who have had bad experiences with men and have woken up. There's no such thing as racism, just white people
I'm about to
who
say,
have had
yeah.
bad experiences with black people.
Yeah, that could go wrong real quick.
That's what you sound like. Can't stand this
That was
sort
about
of
to go
pathetic
wrong
pity
real
party.
quick.
We live in a time of abject plenty compared to any other time in history.
Bro, what plenty? I mean, yeah, no, definitely we live in a better time than we would in any time in history, but at the same time, we don't. I don't know, it's really weird. Our economy, as far as America anyway is concerned, I don't know about other countries, but as far as America is concerned, or just the world at large, I don't know, we got 2 wars going on right now. We got Israel and Palestine, and Iran fighting it out, and then we got Ukraine and Russia are fighting it out, and I think China's trying to start beef with Taiwan. I don't think that this is the best time to be alive, as far as like the world is concerned. It looks like we're about to start World War III, but I digress.
Yeah, stop being depressed. You have a bunch of cheap plastic shit from China. Line goes up, world more gooder.
Male loneliness epidemic, and it's just them not being able to get laid. Like, we really don't give a fuck.
I love how this
Like,
is
bro,
always
this
the
is the
go-to
most-
when it
this is
comes
the
to this
recycled
conversation.
content, bro.
Oh, no, the men aren't getting laid. But
Recycled
if you,
content, bro. Like,
actually
we
talk to
need
some of these
we need
guys,
some
like,
new
even if you talk
content
to some of these incels, the ones
for
who, like,
these
donate
Twitter
women,
people,
they're gonna
bro.
tell you that it's not really about sex. It's
It's
about
really not.
companionship. It's about friendship. It's about having a girlfriend, a wife, a family. And a lot of these people were like, well, you know, that's why we should just legalize sex work. And honestly, I don't think that's a solution. Maybe it's like
It's
a
not. It
temporary
makes
one,
shit-
but it's kind of like putting.
It's literally it'd be a temporary solution, but a really, really bad. Like, it wouldn't be terrible long term. Really bad long term. Like, I will say that right now. We already have a problem with, unfortunately, you know, I don't know if YouTube will allow me to say this word in the first place, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck it. We already got a big problem with pornography in America. Like, when it comes to young guys, like, it is easy as fuck to find, and it's unhealthy, especially at a younger age, which unfortunately, like, both sides of the table are being exposed to it, both men and women. So I mean, it's not that it'd be a solution, yeah, but not one that would work.
A band-aid on a broken leg. I don't think paying for meaningless sex with a stranger is going to solve the problem.
It's not.
In fact, it might make it worse over time.
Instead of male loneliness epidemic, call it a cis male unfuckability crisis.
It's just like what I said in the
It's
video.
the copy paste.
They have to add cis now because they don't want to insult trans men.
Oh, yeah,
Men
yeah, yeah,
suck.
here we go.
I hate them. Oh,
Until it's a group they care
not
about,
you. You're not a man.
which makes zero
Yikes.
sense.
Bruh, when they stop killing women, I'll stop generalizing them. Maybe I'll start worrying about their loneliness when they stop unaliving and raping children and women.
Yeah, lonely guys, stop raping children, and maybe you won't be so lonely.
What's all this hubbub about male loneliness? Y'all are acting like you're oppressed when I've opened myself up to friendships and relationships with you just to get told I have sucking on.
What? I think that might be the bros just being the bros, bro. Like, have y'all seen the group chats or heard the voice chats when it comes to Call of Duty, bro? We get called way worse. Like, this is light, but I guess.
Guys, that is hyper specific. Not everyone is your ex-boyfriend. All
Yeah,
of
I'm
men's
about to say,
problems
that's
are
all-
created by themselves. How is it women's responsibility to fix them? Seriously, why is it always women's job to fix everything?
Crazy part is about this is they think that we're assuming that we're expecting women to fix this shit, when in reality, it's just something to be talked about. Like, that's it. We're not expecting anybody to fix it, but it's a problem, which is why it's being talked about. Nobody said anything about women having to fix it, which is, I don't know. I don't get it, but this is Twitter once again.
Any chance to blame other women she seems to always take. LMAO, you are the problem. It's you carrying water for the patriarchy.
And I think the funniest part is 90% of these people didn't even watch the video that she made before this one. You know, which goes to say a lot.
Blaming women for men feeling lonely and radicalized. I find it repulsive anytime I see a woman like her do shit like this. It makes me actively turn violently against things that even I would originally think are nuanced topics. And also, yes, men are lonely. No, it's not up to women to fix that. Go off, Nazi bitch.
Things I blamed in
I
the
mean,
video.
at least it was-
Technology, social media, dating
At
apps,
least
and
that
the
comment was
multiplication of
original.
love. The media, low
I guess.
wages, the housing crisis, social alienation, lack of community, the left not speaking to men, the feeling of having no purpose. Things I didn't blame. Women! Now this might come as a shock to you, but not everything has to do with women. Sometimes we can talk about other things. Sometimes those other things are not women. My video-
I mean, they can't comprehend that, though, because everything's about them. And the crazy thing is, too, is unfortunately in today's society, like, these kind of comments and this kind of nonsense that you see is what a lot of dudes see online, especially younger guys. So when they see this crap, some dudes, unfortunately, will automatically assume that, like, majority of women are like this, when it's really just a small minority out here talking nonsense. But unfortunately, they're the loudest ones, so that's all you see and hear.
video was about society as a whole, and yes, that includes women. I never said it was women's responsibility. I think I mentioned women like once, and it was to say that women are also lonely, but that the media and society treats women's loneliness much differently than it treats men's loneliness. And yet, thousands of tweets and comments about how I was apparently blaming women, and how it's not women's fault. It's to the point where I'm like, is this projection? Do you think it is your fault? But again, my video was not about you. My video was about
it might just
men.
be projection.
And if you want to listen to a video about women and women's problems, like I said in the original video, tune into literally anything else. Go to any college campus, turn on any TV show, watch a CIA ad.
She's so embarrassing. Made an entire career out of being a pick-me. You didn't watch the video. And I'm not going to.
There you have it.
I didn't watch the video because I'd rather shoot myself than sit through a shoe video. Can someone take one for the team and watch this vid to get an answer?
I'm sorry, but it was a 20-minute long
y'all
video.
can't watch 20 minutes. It's wild.
And I know some of y'all do too, but I know you motherfuckers are watching 5-hour YouTube documentaries about shit like iCarly. I know you can take time out of your busy schedule from being the most miserable people on earth and watch a 20-minute long video.
Facts.
Here, does this help? Are
Facts.
you paying attention now?
She doesn't need to say it's women's fault for us to know exactly what she means.
Bruh.
This is like bordering on schizophrenia. Yeah, she didn't say it, but we all know she did. This is why I advocate for mental health care to be free. We need to get these some therapy.
Male loneliness this, male loneliness.
Bro, mental health care just needs to be free in general, because this country, as far as America is concerned, bro, mental health here is trash. Straight garbage, bro.
That. Do you know how isolating it feels to almost never be able to develop genuine friendships with men because they see you as nothing more than an object for sexual conquest?
I'm gonna tell you something not many people probably have told you in your life. It's not about you. I get that the friend zone is a very frustrating thing to deal with. Trust me, I know. Nothing worse than enjoying being friends with a guy, but not having a romantic attraction and having to cut him off because you don't want to lead him on or hurt him. It sucks being girlfriend zoned. But coming into this conversation, basically like, woe is me, so many people want to fuck me, is a little insane. Like, maybe if this discourse was about the friend zone, this would make sense. But this is like barging into a conversation full of starving people and being like, I ate too much chicken tendies, you guys, my tummy hurts.
Yeah, that's like going into a conversation talking about Naruto, and then somebody comes in there and talks about Goku solos. It's like, bro, we weren't even talking about my boy. Where did you come from? Like, we're over here talking about Naruto versus Sasuke, and you came out here talking about Goku beats everybody here. We weren't even talking about him, and yes, we already know Goku solos, but what does that have to do with the conversation?
Like, get out of here!
Women got sick of men creating a society where women were second-class citizens, so now men are facing loneliness.
Yeah, this is payback to you for not letting women vote decades ago. You personally.
Men failed themselves. They built a whole system for their benefit, and in the moment it starts to crumble because the oppressed class they've always subjected, women, is waking up. They start to put the blame on us, cowards and dangerous misogynists.
So first of all, nobody's putting the blame on you. Nobody did that. I didn't do that. You made that up in your heads. And second of all, this system wasn't created for the average man.
I'm about to say, I said it in the beginning of this part of the video, but like, bro, this system was created for the ultra wealthy. The rest of us, it don't matter if you're a man, woman, dog, or cat. We're fucked. So while we're all here arguing and talking shit on each other, they're getting money. And we're getting nothing but little fucking McChickens that are worth $3 in McDonald's that need to go back down. Like, I need that shit to go back down to $1, please.
It was created for the rich and powerful. It benefits the rich and powerful.
They have their boots on our necks, and the handmaidens are like, oh no, they look kind of sad.
I'm sorry, who has their boot on your neck? All men? You know who has their boot on your neck? These satanic pedophiles in charge of our government. These soulless demonic corporations that would throw your mother into a wood chipper if it made them make an extra penny. That's
Facts.
Who has the boot on your neck.
Straight
Not
facts.
Joe Schmo working 2 jobs so he doesn't get evicted.
Here's some...
Correction, Joe Schmo working 4 jobs, because that's how much you gotta work in order to probably afford an apartment these days.
Male loneliness discourse for you. Do you ever at all, even for a second, consider the problem is you? That maybe, just maybe, the reason you're lonely is that you are an awful human being, truly just awful, and that it's right that you are lonely? It's fair.
I mean, yeah, they probably do consider that. The suicide rate doesn't lie.
Maybe if some men weren't bigots. The solution to male loneliness is literally just being a better person.
I love that the implication here is that lonely people are bad people. Every lonely man is just a bigot and a racist and an Andrew Tate fan.
Which is crazy as hell, because there's a lot of people in the world who are lonely, but just don't even care. Like, some people just fine being by themselves. Like me, I'm chilling. I'm out here making YouTube videos. I'm fucking traveling the world somewhat. I say somewhat on that because I'm still trying to figure out how the hell I'm gonna get to Japan. So yeah, that's gonna be a future video, probably sometime in the future. How far ahead, I'm still figuring that out. But some people just are fine being alone. Doesn't make them a bad person though. So I don't know where this is coming from, but all right.
I guess it makes it easier for them to, like, not care about this if they paint these people as the enemy. If you dehumanize the enemy, it makes it easier to sleep at night, I suppose. Now, I started noticing a reoccurring pattern with a lot of these accounts. A lot of these accounts getting mad about or, like, dismissing the male loneliness discourse. Many of them have OnlyFans. This is relevant.
Wait,
this is
what?
relevant because, like, out of everyone on Earth, why would
What?
those people be so mad about someone wanting to solve or at least bring attention to the male loneliness epidemic? This is like a crack dealer getting mad at people talking about crack.
I'm about to say, hold on. That's literally killing your customer base. What? These got to be bot accounts or something. There's no shot.
Opinion. And this is where it belongs.
You're killing your own consumer base. That's wild.
Have a good day. I could say that, okay? I'm a YouTuber. That's far more degrading than being an OnlyFans.
I'd argue against that.
Like
I don't know, bro. Oh, here we go.
This is catered to pimples. They're actively trying to make themselves
this is
look
where
like
the comments
kids.
get good, bro.
Yes. Children.
Here we go.
Notorious for wearing big fake eyelashes and 10 pounds of eyeliner.
What? Can't stand this bitch and her side.
Now we just out here
Bitches
going to
with this
straight
makeup
garbage,
style
bro.
Piss me the fuck off. They always wear that type of makeup. Looking at her makeup, I already know the type of person.
Bro, this is straight projection
tell by
and
her
jealousy
makeup.
right here, bro.
Not to be rude, but that makeup tells everything I need to know. Her makeup says everything I need to know.
This is literal NPC behavior. Not watching the video, blindly spewing the exact
Same comment, bro. The same one, bro. Not
have
even no original
argument, and I
content.
must scream.
No original
Why
content,
they're
bro.
mad. They just saw a woman in the thumbnail of a video about men, and their brains just broke.
That's all
Her
it
makeup
takes.
Doesn't look like ours. Her
That's all
hair
it
is
takes, bro. It's a
styled
hive mind.
differently than ours. Should it be like extra cute in this thumbnail?
It's an
Would that
extra
piss them
hive mind,
off?
man, bro. Yes, it would.
Why do we
It
hate her
literally
again?
would.
Guys, why do we hate this person again?
They don't even
Can't
know.
form my own opinion. Help. Why do
They don't even know themselves. They don't even know.
we hate her?
Why do all incel adjacent women look like this?
Jesus
We are
Christ,
women
bro.
talking
This
about
shit is
men's
this is
issues
peak.
online,
This is
and
straight
they can't
peak.
outright call you an incel, they just call you incel adjacent, I guess. And when they're not calling you incel adjacent, they're breaking out all reliable.
Pick me.
Ah,
behavior.
yes, the
Pick me
go-
girls
the
are
good
so
the good old
CEO,
reliable,
pick me,
bro.
high priestess of pick me church.
Yo,
So
there's
I
like no original content on Twitter, bro. There's no shot. Y'all couldn't come up with anything else. Like, bro, I've heard Brother Roast in a call lobby.
The CEO
Jesus
of
Christ.
and the high priestess. Maybe this video
Bro,
would
she, hey, at this point, you might as well throw Hokage in there, bro. Head captain. You might as well throw the fucking, shit. The pirate king of fucking shit. The Goku of fucking shit, bro.
boost me to pick
God
me
damn,
goddess.
bro.
Watch out, Pearl. I'm coming for your title. Now, I've already talked about
Jesus.
the pick me insult in other videos, but it's just
At
so
this
lazy,
point, the
man.
fact that
I'm
we're
so
still
tired
using
of
that
it.
insult
I've
is
been hearing it
hilarious
for
as
over
shit.
A decade now. And yes, there are people who absolutely do fit the definition of a pick me from both genders. Men who talk about how much they hate men, women who talk about how much they hate women.
Well, here's the thing. Those people are obvious as hell about their picking, especially dudes. Women can kind of get away with it a little bit. But dudes who try and do this shit and try and cater to women to get followers and views and shit every single time, and it's happened on TikTok a couple of times, they've done this shit, then they have caught doing some dirty shit in the background. Like, they're obvious as hell. Like, it's cringy as hell to see this shit. Like, it's like, how you, like, how do you make a whole career talking about how you hate yourself? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it's fake. It's way too obvious. Either way, both sides are just dumb for doing it. You should just have a brain of your own and talk about shit you want to talk about. But hey, I guess we live in a society these days. We need Batman.
But I don't hate women. My mom is a woman. My sister is a woman. My friends are women. I am a woman. I can't be women-phobic. I have women friends. But the insult is just so beyond overused nowadays. Every woman who
Nah, bro, like this is like top 5. Like, this is like the playbook of people who hate men online. It's like, pick me, narcissistic, incel, and I forgot the other two, but I'm pretty sure it's like toxic and like masculinity, or what's it called, fucking patriarchy. There's like top 5 insults in the playbook, bro. It's wild.
The current line is a pick me. It's just a way to socially ostracize other women, to make you fall in line and agree with their opinions.
That's all it is for.
It's not gonna work here because I am socially retarded and borderline autistic. So you have no power here. You can't tell me what to believe. You can't change my opinions. You're not my boyfriend. I hope this bitch fails to wake up in the morning. Her terrorism still hasn't stopped. Oh my god.
She's still relevant? She should have went down with her anti-feminism shtick a few years ago. I thought she would have fell off by now.
Yeah, I mean,
know how I didn't fall off?
Y'all made it. So what's crazy is the reason why she's so relevant is because of the same people who are hating on her. Along with the fact that she actually makes good content about relevant subjects. Like, they don't even know they're fueling the fire that they want to be put out. It's fucking hilarious.
After 10 years, look in a mirror. You stop being cringe, I stop being relevant.
Like, literally, it's literally it. It's kind of like with Tectone. And I know this is completely different. It's like people wonder why Tectone is so relevant and why he's so popular in the gacha space is because literally they don't shut up about him. They make him relevant, they make him popular because they don't shut up about him on Twitter, they don't shut up about him on Reddit, they don't shut up about him anyway. Like, his name, like, you mention his name and everybody knows who he is, like him or hate him. Because nobody can shut up, it's just free advertisement. No advertisement is bad advertisement, as they would say.
Deal?
Fun fact, she reached out to incel accounts for help with this video. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, yeah, it's good to go to the source and talk to the people who have experience with the subject I'm talking about. I'm not lonely and I'm not a man, despite what the mainstream media may say. I do not, in fact, have a penis. Do not put in the paper that I have a penis.
We scour the internet.
Oh my fucking god.
I believe we came across this, the weirdest we've seen in a while.
Jesus.
The problem is, Shu just affirms them instead of converting them.
Converting to what? That's what are we supposed to convert to? What are we what are we, Transformers out this hole, bro? Like, what the fuck are we converting into? A fucking truck? What am I supposed to identify as a Boeing 747 plane? What the fuck are we talking about?
These people don't want to actually help men. They just want
Talk
to
about converting, bro. Like, we out here Transformers.
Would it be cool if everyone agreed with me politically?
Look at who am I?
Yes, but
Optimus
honestly,
Prime?
That would be a little horrifying. That would be a very scary world. My goal wasn't to convert men to agree with me politically. My goal was just to bring attention to this issue and put a spotlight on it. It is cool when people tell me, oh, you've changed my mind on this, you've changed my mind on that. I love that. I love to see that. I was unaware that was my job. My job is to get on YouTube and say poo poo pee pee, and everyone go ha 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 and give me money. But in this case, it was for me to go, hey, the men are not okay, and for people to go, damn, that sucks, and give me money.
PragerU is sharing Shu1Head's video now. Explain to me how she's still a leftist.
I personally think it's a good thing when people agree on good things. There should be more people
I don't know that
on good things.
You know what's crazy is I haven't seen PragerU, like, this is off topic as hell, but I haven't seen that commercial or anything from them since I was in high school back in 2014. I didn't even know they were still a thing. That's crazy.
Quite frankly.
Like, that's how you know you made it, is when you haven't seen a channel like this start talking about it. And I haven't seen something like this in forever. But then again, I'm not into the whole politics and whatnot. So maybe that's what they talk about, but damn.
I feel like a lot of good things would be done in this country if more people agreed on good things. I don't know. I think it's pretty neat that this might be the first and last time a video that talks about alienation under capitalism and says the term material conditions will be shown to a massive right-wing audience like PragerU. But hey, don't worry your little heart. This will never happen to a left-wing YouTuber you watch. The internet feminists weren't the only ones booty blasted about.
Oh yeah, here we go. So these are about to be the male version of the pick-me's, bro. These about to be the dudes. Well, it's either gonna be the male people. These are either gonna be the male side of feminists, or these are gonna be the fucking she has an OnlyFans shit. Like these are gonna be like the just total other. It's about to get ridiculous. I can't even explain it because it doesn't make any sense to me, but here we go.
My video? I also rustled the jimmies of some in the manosphere. You just want more OnlyFans subscribers. You don't care about male loneliness.
Yeah, this is it right here.
She's actually a man dressed as a woman. That's why she or he is there speaking about men's issues. Fellas, protect your sanity, your seed, and your wallet in the current times. These women are shapeshifters. This chick is gonna hit the wall in 10
like,
years.
This is pretty much what's to be expected in a nutshell.
Sees many cats at her future. They want us back on the plantation, gentlemen. Hold the line.
What the fuck are we holding the line against? What are we holding the line? I'm sorry. This comment took me out, bro. This might be the funniest comment of the whole video. Who are we holding the line for? What are we like? Are we fucking Sparta out here? What line is there to be held? We lost the line 20 years ago. What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't really understand what the conspiracy here in general is, though. Like I'm just talking about a subject I found important and interesting, like I've been doing on this channel. And these guys are like, stay strong, brothers. Don't give in to
we must stay focused, brothers.
Temptation. Why are we listening to women
Jesus
about male
Christ.
loneliness? Plenty of male figures discussing this. Honestly, I'm gonna say it. SJW behavior, liberal behavior, woman behavior. To imply that I shouldn't speak or be listened to about a subject because I'm not the correct gender. Anyone can talk about anything they want. That's free speech, bit. You
Literally.
don't have to listen.
Facts.
You can make your own video talking about the subject, Mr. Man. But you know they're just
Facts.
gonna call you sexist and misogynist. So you
That's literally it in a nutshell. Like, that is literally why you don't see a lot of freaking dudes, or you don't see a lot of content talk about it, because literally it's suppressed. It's suppressed, deleted, everything, bruh. Yeah, sure, there might be some dudes talking about it. Like, me personally, I like watching Apple and Preach. Those guys I like watching personally. And in my free time, sometimes every once in a while, because they got some pretty good takes. Aspen Gold has some pretty good takes when it comes to issues like this. You know, Moist Critical, The Act Man. You know, they talk about some of this stuff sometimes when they're not talking about gaming. So, there are people like that out there, but when it comes to people just talking about it outright, 9 times out of 10, they get canceled immediately. Like, anytime there's a dude talking about men's problems on the internet, like I was talking about in the very beginning, it just gets canceled, bro. It just gets destroyed immediately. Like, that's just the world we live in. So it's like, the only time you really do see men's issues being talked about is when there's a woman talking about, which is a double-edged sword in the same way, considering the comments we just seen, but hey, I digress. Like, that's how crazy it is out here.
You might as well just use me as a human shield. It's not that she's a woman or cares. She's the kind of person who will only talk about an issue because it's popular. Women suddenly want to help men, but only because it benefits them and their causes.
Well, now not only are conservative
Who's
women
this guy?
talking about it, but also the left. This is the problem with the women that decide to come forward and speak about men's issues. They don't care about men's issues. You must ask the question. Now that they're coming around and talking about men's issues, is it to help men or to win men into their cause?
So first of all, let me just clear something up, because some of you seem a bit confused. I started talking about these subjects 10 years ago, way back before it was popular to do so. Back when I was doxxed, harassed, had angry feminists calling my job and trying to get me fired over mocking pop feminism and talking about men's issues.
That sounds about right. 10 years ago? That was 2014? Yeah, sounds about right.
And a lot of these people coming at me now, telling me I'm jumping on a bandwagon, started like 2 or 3 years ago, when it was safe to do so. So with all due respect, sir,
stay out of my territory.
But in full seriousness, it is good when more people talk about this subject. I'm glad you talk about this. I'm glad there are people like the honey badgers who have been talking about this stuff for a very long time. This girl is a fake who wants every man to be a castrated beta male feminist commie like her boyfriend probably is. She takes advantage of men like this. Do not listen to her.
I mean, if there's one thing I'll say about the male comments on this side of the videos, at least they're original. All you saw the female side of the hate comments was pick me, female incel, and something else. I didn't even listen to the other ones because they were all the same shit. Like, it was in, at least they were kind of getting creative with it.
Lefty women want to help men become good feminists who devote their lives to helping women have all the power so they can make men their servants. Basically, we need to help men destroy men. That's the only way men should be helped. We women said so. Shoe on head. Real quote, never trust a woman, even if they are saying the truth. It's so weird how, like, they need to convince themselves that even when a woman is showing empathy and, like, caring about this subject, that she's just, like, a lying snake in the grass. Literally just a mirror universe of these fucking femcells. It's mommy and daddy issues all the way down. Ladies, be a good mom to your sons. Fellas, be a good dad to your daughters. Try to prevent creating the most insufferable, annoying people on earth, please.
Literally, it's just like, we need to find more normal people. Because all we got is craziness on one end and it's craziness on the other end.
I don't know if it's because I grew up with a good relationship with both of my parents or what, but this
It's definitely that. It's definitely that.
gender war shit is just so toxic, man. Men and women need each other, you know, we're yin and yang, and the yin and yang is being torn apart by miserable people who want to make you miserable as well. One of the most valid criticisms
hey, it's like they say, misery loves cause.
Misery
loves company.
Didn't offer any solutions, and honestly, that's because I don't have any. I wanted to talk about the problem, but I don't know how to solve it. A lot of YouTubers and streamers
Nobody
and
has an
talking
answer.
heads will get up on their platform and like pretend they know the answers to everything.
Which nobody has. Nobody has the answers to everything. You can give a solution, but nobody will have an answer to anything. We haven't found the answer to damn poverty yet, let alone a whole bunch of other issues. We can offer solutions, but that's all we can really do, honestly. Nobody ever has the answer to everything. All we can do is give out solutions and move forward. That's kind of it.
But the truth is, I don't. I just think that it's a step in the right direction to be like, hey men, you're struggling, but you're not a bad person. You matter. And if I could snap my fingers and cure this, I absolutely would. But at the end of the day, men are men. And man problems require man solutions. And that solution, of course, is giving me money. Thank you guys for watching this video.
That's one way.
I'm reading the comments on that video all the time, and I will read the comments on this video as well. If you see some people talking about their experiences and venting about their issues and their problems in the comments, reply to them, support them, join in on the discourse. The Shoe on Head community is a very diverse community, not like race-wise. I'm pretty sure you're all white.
Hey, I'm black. Hey, you got one right here, bro.
But we can all come together to talk about the issues that matter. And
we're good. We got one in the building, bro. We got one person. We got a brother in the building.
I will see you in the next video.
Hey, that was a good video. The comments on Twitter and TikTok were to be as expected. But no, pretty good subject. It needs to be talked about more, especially considering the thing that is going, what's going on, considering what's going, I can't talk. Considering what's going on, it's a good topic to talk about. But without further ado, that's pretty much gonna be it. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that stuff. Make sure to like and subscribe to her channel as well. I don't know why the like button isn't showing up. My YouTube is being dumb because my internet's being dumb. But I mean, that's pretty much gonna be it. Let me know down below what you guys thought. I'm sorry I paused so much, but considering there's a lot of topics to talk about, hey, I mean, it is what it is. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.